Ah, much better. You're panning. You're circling around the back of the ship now.
Yep.
You're on the right side. You're just passing the right wing now.
Wow, that's
You're
like
circling
instant.
around the front. And you're now hitting the beacon, and now the nose, and now you've stopped. And you're jumping.
Oh, wow, okay. Stand by with firing in 3, 2, 1, fire.
Yeah, that was instant. I mean, there was
crap.
no delay whatsoever. And that's what, 720-30?
Yep, 720p30.
And that's just in the thing. You actually didn't change the resolution of your game. You just told it to capture full screen at 723. Okay.
Okay, so you can see my stream of what I'm doing just fine.
Yep.
Excellent.
Let's see. Can I do that full screen? Yep, I can.
Okay, so you ready for this?
Okay.
This is what 48 slots on your ship looks like.
Nice.
Oh my god. So yeah, with all the upgrades, but apparently there are some, or I'm missing some, on the tracking for the phase beam. You can see how the beams you can actually run out. That's why I'm not the biggest
Well, yeah, it
that.
has a charge like everything does.
Yeah, but you don't want to run out in the middle of a combat situation. That's what I fear.
But the photon cannon can also run out.
Yep. So yeah, so the hyperdrive, I've got the lightspeed warp. I've got the warp factor sigma, warp reactor tau, and warp reactor theta. So literally, I've got the fastest warp drive I think you can get, unless there's a warp reactor core like this one is, where this is just the pulse engine, sigma, tau, and then this one is the photonics core, which I guess helps. I don't know if you've seen that, but see how the upgrades for this? These two are together, which means that you're getting the bonus on them, even though they're not attached to this. And these ones over here aren't attached to the cannon over here.
Each one gets a bonus, 25% for each surface touching another similar upgrade, even if they're not touching the original system.
Oh, okay. I got you. So it's actually better to have these in blocks.
What it does mean is that if you could have those on the other side touching the other system, then they would be an increased number of surfaces. So the idea is that like the best configuration is a cross with the highest rated upgrade in the center of the cross, because that is 4 surfaces touching, so that is a 100% bonus. So for instance, if you had a +4 upgrade in the middle of a cross with every other point of the cross having a similar system upgrade, then you would get a +8 instead of a +4.
Okay, well, I may reconfigure that then, because see over here on the right, you see the listings? The red outline is almost completely maxed. And the green outline is about, I want to say maybe 65%. The health is just under 50. Scan, I haven't done shit. Warp drive is almost completely maxed up. So yeah, so that probably means that bonus thing, ideally the bonus to have all of them touching, this thrust would have to be someplace else. And you can't break this down. This one you're stuck. So to get the thrust working and the pulse engines working, I would have to do like the warp drive on this side and then the pulse like down over this way. So yeah, so basically because you have no flexibility for these things up at the top, you're kind of boned.
That's right. You have to get that when you choose the ship. In other words, so you have to look at the configuration of the immovable systems when you choose the ship.
Yeah,
to
but
say,
they're all pretty much the
I
same.
can work around that or not. Like, what do you?
Well, those ones around the top are all pretty much the same. Oh, here comes a storm. Oh, distress call. Okay, so 1, 5, 3, 7. What is that? 7? I think. 5, 9.
All right, so I'm just going to be.
I think that's 7.
I'm just going to be playing on this planet now for a while. I'm looking for, I think, 2 more species.
Okay. I'm still stuck in like ship-looking mode for some reason. I don't know why. I got one with 48 slots. I just like finding crashed ships.
So I think I'm just gonna hope that my rebuilding the shader cache will have caught up with me by the time I find one of those species, and hopefully I can record whatever those are when I find them.
Here's one of those windstorms I was telling you about. See the visibility now?
Yeah.
And
I see that.
Look at the C rating. It's up to 88.3. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
even that's not that hot, though.
Nope.
Well, okay, no, it actually is.
It is. But you know what's
yeah.
really funny is I've got my toxic bonuses on because I was on a toxic planet before.
Oh, so you need to break that down and build a heat bonus.
Yep. Which I could.
Or you could wait. You can build a plate shield as well. You don't have to do one of the ones at bonus. I think.
I'm not going to do one. I'm not going to be on this planet that long. This place is kind of a dump. But yeah, but see what this planet looks like? This is pretty much what every planet I've been on lately has all looked like. Only the freezing rain one with grass is different. But see, the thing is, I've actually run into more ships in orbit or just flying over them like this because they're so much easier to spot. Oh, look. It's the same ship I have. And that's something that's also been happening. And I've found this out, that apparently each system that you go to, there are only like 6 or 10 variations of the ships that you see. They all land at whatever destination you go to.
Yeah.
They all land at the space station. Look at this. You see? It's the Irish Dolby twins. In fact, actually... Yeah, that's not even a graphic. That's just a shadow on it. But yeah, see how it's kind of a cross between a Viper and a TIE fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I was hoping it was going to be red, but it's actually orange.
I think the problem is that part of the way the game works tempts you to do what you're doing, which is to grind for upgrades before moving on. But I think other mechanics of the game work against that because you're seeing the same planet too much. You're not seeing other planets. You're noticing how some of the systems work in terms of seeing the repeated ships, where if you just stayed 5 minutes on each planet, you would never notice that.
Yep. Well, here's the thing. Now that I have an upgraded ship, I've got an upgraded tool, and I've got an upgraded character, now I want to get into the exploration. I want to get into space battles. I want to go hop, skipping, and jumping across the solar system, and I want to get some miles on me. Because the only reason that you're not beating me to the center right now is because you had an unfortunate technical issue. Let's see. Everything.
Well, to be honest, if I had found this system, I would have stopped for a while anyway, because I like doing the species collection thing, and that slows me down. Because I like 100%ing the ones that have interesting looking life. I mean, there are other ones I wouldn't care about, but this one was interesting enough to stay for.
Oh, wow. That was kind of a sad story. I'm in a Kovac system, or Korvac system, sorry. So everything around's electronic, and apparently this guy crashed and he was going offline and had a choice of either searching the ship or the area. So I went looking to see if I could find the pilot. And he said, yeah, he was grateful for the company before he went offline. Kind of sad.
I think I saw something similar to that.
Anyway. Oh, I should see how many slots this ship has because, hey, it may have the same as what I have. Yep, 48. Okay, now here's the thing. His bonus scheme, his placement and everything is all over the place. You know, the warp reactors aren't touching, the pulse engines aren't touching.
I just assume that you have to break everything down every time you get a ship.
No, you don't have to. If I wanted to, I could transfer over my stuff and just repair all these things in place. But I would only get the bonuses, for wherever they are. In fact, here, let me compare. If I can compare his to mine.
I'm saying I assume I would do it.
Yeah. See, my warp as a whole is definitely better. My shields are also better, and my guns are also better. So simply because of where my placement. But yeah, these are identical ships with identical slots. But just because I've organized mine a little bit better so that they're touching different things, yeah. Oh. Sun went down. A lot of planets I'm on, the day-night scheme changes a lot, even when you're in a map. Oh, goodness, what is that? That is another bouncy life form. Okay, now I can turn my light on. Maybe that's what it is. It only lets you turn on when the sun goes down.
The dark? No. Well, maybe. Okay, I'm just trying it now. I'm outside and I'm trying to turn mine on, and as well, it's daylight and it's not. But I swear I was underground in some caves and I couldn't get it to work. I don't know what's up with that either.
I'm sure that's true, but I'm just saying it's not letting you turn it on until the sun goes down, until it's technically night. So you could be in a cave and it's technically dark, but it's not night.
I think there were times in the day when I could turn it on, and times in the night where I could not. So really? I'm not sure that's the way.
That would be my guess because mine wasn't working before. Sun went down. Now it is. I'm thinking it's a day-night thing. Okay, and I'm going to be a real jerk and start shooting some animals out of the sky so I can scan them because they don't want to hold still. You know, every time I do stuff like this and every time I keep spending all my time going to other people's planets and blasting away all their resources and things, all I can think of is that old 70s PSA, you know, with the Native Americans with the single tear going down his cheek.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I feel about this.
I've already seen the philosophical objection, which is it's supposed to be an exploration game, except you're really just strip mining every planet you see and ripping people off and looting their things and
we're pillaging. We're Okay, so there's not a whole lot going on. Oh wow, I can actually target this thing. I'm really tempted, but you know, I don't want to be that much of a jerk.
I wonder how far you could get doing like a full-on pacifist run, but not just not killing anything, but also like not mining. Like do it like a run in a photo game, something like Beyond Good and Evil, right? In other words, do all the discoveries, take all the photos, collect all the species, and buy stuff in trading, and don't ever mine or attack anything. And I wonder how much slower your exploration would be. I think it's totally feasible. I think you can do it.
Well, I just found the fleet.
Oh yeah, okay, so
now the question is, do I want to pick a fight? Where are their cannon placements on this thing?
You said you did.
Oh no,
you can take the cannons out first, can't you?
I think I can, but the question is, where are they?
Don't know.
I don't see
them. Do a full circle first.
I'm going to do a pass, but
maybe he doesn't have any? That doesn't make sense. But
no, it does not.
I see it showing you containers, but I don't see cannons. Careful, you can hit him.
No, I know. Maybe they're on the underside?
Well, if they're on the underside, they can't hit you, right?
Well, apparently this guy doesn't have any. But the Sentinel ships are coming in, so...
Oh, did you shoot?
Oh yeah, you didn't. See, you missed that.
No, I was looking at my screen.
Yep. See all those containers?
Oh yeah.
Sad part is though,
they seem to despawn fast.
Well, not only that, I just realized something.
You're going to be 3 slots. Is your inventory full?
Yes, it is.
Oh, jeez. Throw away some stuff then. This is your downside of your stack of 100 dynamic resonators strategy.
Hey, you'd be amazed how full it was if I wasn't doing that. Actually, I'm gonna get my distance out of here and not save about taking down the Sentinel ships. And wow, in combat range, I'm going like a bat out of hell in no particular direction.
Been there already.
Yeah, what if you can outrun them? Yeah, but
well, some of the ones that show up are capital ships, basically.
Yeah, those ones may have just been freighters because there were no offensive capabilities, apparently. I was blowing away container after container, and they didn't engage or fire. In fact, I'm still waiting for the Sentinel ships. They haven't shown up yet. Here, let me get at them.
It may not be a given that they can catch you.
I don't think they can.
Maybe it also depends on what the level of your
fugitive attack ship, mostly harmless, bounty of 10,000.
Oh yeah, okay. I did hear that there were bounties in the game.
Let's try.
I just hadn't seen one yet myself.
I love that. Mostly harmless.
What the heck are those? I'm looking at an installation on the horizon, and it's got what looks like 2 Sentinels flying frozen in space. like they're hovering over it and not moving.
Splash one. Nothing found because my inventory is full. Oh wait, no, I got some nickel.
A big deal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just shoot the container. Oh, and iron. Who cares? And gold. I can get that anywhere. Wow, this is my first bounty. Okay, so that place I've discovered. What haven't I discovered? Okay, this one's undiscovered. Oh, this is the one I was heading to before. This one actually looked pretty frightening from a distance. I wanted to see how bad it was up close. Let's check this one out. Wow, there's a planet actually called Custard. Custard.
Custard? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like something that somebody else had named.
Nope. Though I did see someone actually get one called Anal Swamp, and that was a randomly generated one. Kid you not. Anal Swamp.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Get my shields back up. See if there's anything else I gotta do. Yeah, see, I got a bunch of free slots in my suit, but you know, let me move over that and that. Okay, now I get some ship slots free. So how's it look, though? It seemed good to you?
It's fine.
Excellent. Should be there at about 140. This planet's hell and gone from all the other ones. Probably gonna get some pirates in there. I hate it when you get into low orbit and the pirates just pounce on you. That's happened to me more than a few times. Or like just as you're about to hit low orbit,
right,
and then they jump on you. So yeah, so I guess they have timings or random settings of when you actually get into space where you're free game, I guess. I don't know. So, but anyway, about upgrading everything up soon and the dynamics of the game being slightly off. I mean, yeah, I could see how that might be a problem. But the way that I felt is that I didn't want to be put in or painted into a corner of always being frustrated with something that wasn't capacity-wise up to snuff, or I was running into some system where I needed 5 slots and you only have 4, and I'm running into that anyway, but at least I'm at the maximum the game has anyway. So it's not the game's fault, it's I'm carrying too much junk, or I'm carrying too much upgrades, or I haven't found a balance yet. So, but now everything is maxed though, now I can choose. Now I don't have to worry about, okay, now I gotta get an upgrade, now I gotta stop here, now I gotta do that. I don't have to. Now it's just managing what I do get so that where I go and what I do and what I see, it's a pleasant experience for me. So that and the fact I would love to be able to pick the aesthetics of my ship at some point. That's the only other thing that I would love to do. Okay. Pulse engine off. Welcome to Planet Custard. Oh, looks very cold. Oh, and there's trees. Trees are beaming in. Okay, it's still very desert-like, but this one it does have trees on it. Yeah, everything in this system seems terribly chilly. Do a scan of stuff. What is over here? I'm gonna laugh if it's a crash ship. But yeah, I've run into more of them doing, you know, low passes than I've actually gotten from like the transmission towers. No, there's nothing there. There's one over here. I don't see any large bodies of water. One of the last planets I was on, it was nothing but little islands everywhere. And every curiosity that showed up on the map was underwater. Oh, here's a little something. Okay, hold on. This, I think, is one of those depots.
Yeah, you know what? Just having OBS open seems to tank my performance.
Yeah, it's probably something with your system. Oh wow, weather whiteout, sentinels low security, flora abundant, fauna intermittent. Thought I saw something moving there, but Oh, extreme cold. Wow, it is negative 110°C.
Negative 110, yeah.
Okay, it's a little nippy out there, kids. Oh, and there's a dragon. I'm sorry, dragons. Like the dragons are being scanned by something other than me.
It's kind of upright walking lizard.
It looks like a pig, but yeah, it's walking upright. Tempered defensive. Absorb materials. There's a bunch of them everywhere. Here, I'm gonna get in my spaceship because it's a little nippy. Oh, look, floaty things.
Oh, wow.
What is that?
It's like an air jellyfish.
Yeah, it doesn't want to scan though.
Shoot it.
I gotta shoot it. Oh,
sure, shoot it.
I will say this. Of course, now I look like I'm in a Dutch movie here. Yeah, you know what's really funny about shooting? Something I wanted to show you real quick. See these little depot things? These are usually made out of some type of material that you want or need.
Titanium.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the funny bit. If you were to blow these things up and then leave the area and then come back...
Yeah, they explode again.
They explode again.
The same thing. Yeah, the same thing on doors that you blow off.
Yep.
Basically, what happens is that the next time the game unloads and reloads that area, the explosion happens again.
Yep. I was doing a low flyby like this at some point, and all of a sudden, there was this massive explosion and noise.
Yep.
I thought there was a meteor impact or a ship exploded or something, and then I passed over it and saw it was the depot. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God, it blew
Other
up
people
twice.
who've seen it, they thought it was fireworks. But as far as I can see, what it is that the explosion is happening a second time every time that zone is reloaded.
Is reloaded. Yep, scared the bejeebus out of me. Okay, so we're going to stop down over here. I'm going to see what stuff I can actually sell to free up a couple of slots here. Because now, of course, everything's upgraded. I don't really need to lug around a lot of stuff. Hey, what's up, dude? It's a little nippy.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Hey, it's entity IPA. Clarified lifeform intelligence. Okay.
Yeah, the game goes back to behaving normally once I stop OBS. I wonder if I'd be better off recording with Shadowplay for this.
Really?
Yeah, I might be. So it means no streaming, but
oh, they gave me a blueprint, unfortunately. I keep running into things in characters that they give me blueprints and stuff that I already know. Ooh, the multi-tool. Oh, wow, look at this.
I think the set of blueprints is also randomized per planet, so I think there may be some that you'd never get if you don't go somewhere else. I'm not sure, though.
Well, it's funny what you said about upgrades now, where actually everything should be, like, straight across.
Well, no, in a cross. In a cross. In other words, you mean
diagonal?
Three in a row. I mean in a cross form.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that means that the center one is touching 4 other ones. That means it gets 100% bonus. So you want to take the largest value you have and have it touch as many other things as possible. That means putting it in the center with one above, one below, one left, and one right.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So I may reorganize my stuff because I think I've the obsessive compulsive in me was just doing them in order. Okay, other than this thing being bigger, I don't really see the advantage here.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Still haven't gotten those access pass things, so there's nothing I can do there. So here, let's see what I can sell.
Some guy somewhere apparently found such a massive deposit of emerald on a planet where it was worth 300 units and was getting like 10 million an hour just from mining because it was also 5 seconds walk from a trade terminal.
That's nice. Well, my technique I think I told you about this before. I don't know if we did this on the podcast. Is the dynamic resonator technique?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is when you get a stack and you go to... Well, see, what most people are actually doing is they clear out their exosuits, right? So they have all these spaces are free. There's nothing going on here. They simply buy tons of them on the ships that are docking, then go and find the 1 or 2 guys that are buying them at a really high value. I actually found that works very well. You could actually do like $1 million an hour, but it's a little grindy. The bonus that I found is that when you get a stack, like here, this dynamic resonators I've got a stack of 100 from breaking down some equipment, and you can actually make multiples of these. The only problem is that when you move them, you want to make sure you're only moving full stacks. So what you can do is you free up your starship where you can store the full stacks, and then simply make a new one in your exosuit and just keep adding to them. So what I've been doing is filling up, stacks of 100, which you can do a lot faster because you don't have to keep disengaging back and forth to sell the few that you actually have. So I'm clearing 100 at a time. So when you're done, you can actually get, in 20 minutes, you can get a 2 million profit. And that's on average. In fact, there were a couple places I went to that there were so many people selling, and there were at least 3 or 4 ships that were showing up that were paying a premium. It actually went very quickly, so you were never without a buyer or a seller. And that worked very well because nobody's shooting at me. I'm not using any resources. I'm not running around like an idiot doing weird, crazy things, trying not to die. Because a lot of people will tell you venom sacks are good. Other people...
You're not playing the game.
Yep.
And
there are interviews where he says, "Oh, well, you don't have to shoot anything. You can just be a merchant." And he says, "Absolutely, you can play that way." So I'm playing as a merchant. So the other cool thing is the vortex cubes. There's actually a stack I've got here of 100 as well.
Yeah. And those, you don't have to mine them, you're just picking them
up.
So you just have...
And I found not 1, but 2 separate planets that both have them inside caves. So when you go into the caves, the best part is they don't trigger sentinels. The venom sacks are popular with people, but every time you do, you're either fighting or running away constantly. And sooner or later, either you're going to get killed, you fall off, or you're going to make a mistake. Whereas the vortex cubes, you just pick them up, and then you just go back and boom, you're done. So I'm a big fan of the vortex cube. I'm a big fan of the dynamic resonator, and I like just stacking up supplies like the sheets and the microdensity stuff and the modules and the gravidio balls, simply because actually, how do I pronounce that?
Gravitino ball.
Gravitino balls. And I had a stack of matrix ones, but unfortunately I used it, and that's the downside, is that you got to leave at least 1. So as long as you only sell 99 of this 100, this stack will always be available. Right now, I've got 48. Total value is 1,320,000 with 1 stack. You do a stack of 20, that's a lot of money. So eventually, I probably will do that. But for right now, I've got this very, very nice, cool ship, and I want to actually clear up some space. So let's see. I've got a boatload of iridium as well. I've actually been hoarding chrysanite or chrysanite, simply because every time I do something, it's always asking me for it.
Yeah.
So that I tend to hoard. Iron, I've been doing it less and less because it's so common. Zinc, I still sort of hoard a little bit. And copper, I've been hoarding simply because everyone says it was so rare. So when I found planets that had a lot of it, I said mine, and didn't want to loot it. Emerald seems to be the big one, or the popular one now, apparently. And I actually found...
Well, it's one of the more valuable ones. It's consistently more valuable than other stuff.
Yeah, well, this one I got at 275 right now in this particular system, and I actually did find a place that literally right next to the depot, there was a giant pit of it on the ground that you could mine. So literally you could mine from the platform. Okay, so that frees up a bunch of slots there, and I still have 1... How is that? That's 289. So I really don't need... Do I need carbon in here? No, I don't. So I'll just put that back in here.
Oh, milestone. I had just hit Babelfish, 150 words.
Nice! Now, here's the thing. Even though you've hit those words, now, do you actually notice any particular amount of conversations that are actually better and or more clear?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm lucky to get a couple of words.
Yeah, but those words almost always help. Like, if somebody wants a specific kind of material, it usually includes one of those words, so now you know which one you're supposed to use, whether it's oxide or isotope.
Yes. Well,
and on the other ones, like, for instance, there was a security one where I had to choose between turning off 2 different kinds of alarms, and it was telling me which one I
really?
needed to turn off.
Yep, and you had to get the right one?
And there was a monolith where I came across a body holding a multi-tool, and the translated text was telling me that I had to respect the dead and respect his weapon.
Yep.
And so instead of trying to take anything, I just buried the guy with his weapon, and that was the right choice to do there.
Nice.
So yeah, I would say the words have provided a lot of help on what to do with some of those minor puzzles.
I get marginally lucky because sometimes I will get a word that it does, translate, but it's not always in the best context. Okay, I've got my super thermal underwear on now, so hopefully this will help. It's still incredibly cold here, and now there's a storm coming up. Actually, is that tree going to scan? There we go. Oh, that tree has no leaves on it. Okay, different tree. Boy, there's a lot of plutonium over there. Let's see what's in this building. Oh, I think this is the transmitter. Let's see if we can find another ship. Why? Because we can. Yay! Don't you hate it when you get to the puzzles and it makes this noise as if you've failed? and it still says that you were successful? Has that ever happened to you?
I don't think so.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yep. See, it's nighttime, so I can put my light on. Oh, that's the transmitter. Okay, that's the building I want. Doors over here. Yeah, I wish I could find out what to do with those underwater buildings, because ones that are cracked open and flooded, you can get into no problem. It's the ones that are sealed up where the doors won't open. I don't know if that's broken or there's just nothing you're supposed to do with them.
Are you able to shoot them underwater? The doors?
It just, yeah, you can shoot them. It just, the doors don't crack. Okay,
I don't think I've seen that yet.
Lifeform, fascinating. Corvax convergence. Lifeform data. Lifeform something. Okay, that doesn't help.
Wait, let me see. Sure it is. Lifeform data. He's telling you he wants the scan data. He doesn't want the units or the silicate. See?
That's always good. Yeah, I keep running. Yeah, but he's giving me nothing that really helps. In fact, every time I get something with those...
But it doesn't matter. The other two likely would have given you... Okay, some of them I think give you something. It depends what you get, and some of them give you nothing if you don't give them what they're looking for.
Well, it's funny. I've actually had some where I've been rewarded with something, but they still say your reputation with the Corvax has been lowered. I'm like, but I got what I wanted.
But that's fine. Like for instance, some of the Vy'keen are always up to something. Like I ran into a guy who was trying to build a bomb to blow up the loot locker in a building.
Yep.
And you can either choose to help him do it, which means you get part of what he gets, or you turn him in, and his superiors reward you for turning him in.
Oh, really?
But you can only do that. Yeah, you can only do that if your reputation with them is high enough.
Oh.
So if you have low reputation, the only thing you can do is help him out. But of course, helping him out gives you some of his loot, but also lowers your reputation further.
Interesting. No, see, I always try to increase my reputation with the species as much as possible. There's a lot of ships here in a holding pattern. They all want to use this pad. Yeah, have you actually noticed that?
Yeah, I've noticed they circle. They circle, and you'll get booted out of your spot, too, if one of them lands while you're gone. It actually put my ship, like, in the air.
You're kidding. That's neat. Let me do a flyby over this guy.
Slot's full.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually... I may be skipping around to system just to see what the ships are in the system to see which ones are the coolest. And I hate the fact that when you're going to it, it still has crash shipped over... Oh, it's a space brick. It has crash shipped over the ship so that you can't see what it's like until it lands. Yep, space brick. I had a similar one to these before for many versions.
Oh, no, I never flew one of those.
Oh, yeah, no, they're ugly as sin.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, and this one's also 48. So, yeah, so I'm going to be running into a bunch of 48 slot ships, so that's cool. But if I were to try to buy this would be like 130 million space bucks. You know, it's like, seriously?
Extreme temperature detected.
Yeah, this planet's a little nippy for me.
Okay, I think I'm going to check the subreddit.
Ooh, Baron Sentinel. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the chart that should tell me what kind of species I'm looking for.
What, like an attractive with a good sense of humor?
No, there was a... Let's see... I wonder if they added it to the information repository. But there was a post that showed a chart of the list of species, and it basically tells you these guys always appear in this order, this group, and then this group, and then this group. And so if you look and see what you're missing, it can tell you what group it's in.
Oh, really? No pad on that one. Yes, you know, this ship says that I'm going like a bat out of heck here. A lot faster than the other ones. It doesn't feel any faster than the other ones. Save the clock tower. 30 years ago, lightning struck the tower and ruined that clock. Oh, and of course, the weather changes horribly just as I'm coming up here. Actually, what's really funny, I don't know if this will actually work, but here, let me see if I can get...
Have you ever seen an animal attack another animal?
Okay, look at this. I'm in a semi-doorway. I'm in the middle of this particular tower here.
You can clip through that. There's no collision, I think, on some of those walls.
No, but you see the temperature that I have for the system. I'm now at 19C.
Yeah.
I step in the doorway.
Yes, it's got a weird idea about what's inside and what's outside. It doesn't need to be, sealed.
19?
Yep.
Negative 05. Actually, I was curious if there was anything up in this tower. See, I can't turn on my flashlight, so the lighting in here is actually quite minimal. Oh! Well, of course, if you fall down, that doesn't help. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm up at the top. Oh, wow. Well, you can see through the window. Got a view about one of those little floaty things. Oh, this place is actually one of the few ones I've seen that actually has crystalline crystals.
What crystals?
Crystalline? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone I've been hoarding a lot. Yeah. C-H-R-Y, Sonite. Chrysonite. Well, the cool thing is, yes, you can go up in the tower. Uncool thing is, there's nothing there to reward you for your efforts. Okay, so we go down and trigger this thing. See what we get here from this guy. Before the dark times. Before the Empire. So the Korvax worship the Sentinels. The Viking are at war with them and wanted to destroy them. And the Geks, I don't know what you've been following about the Gek, which is really funny because I kind of like them. They're cute, they're funny, they smell really nice.
Well,
but
the Gek
they want to
have this
destroy
weird thing.
all species.
Yeah.
They want to kill
they are
everybody.
imperialist, and they've also apparently got like an internal racism thing where there's
against some of their own.
Gek first spawn,
yep.
who are good, and regular Gek who are like, who cares? And I don't know whether it's a gender thing, or maybe some kind of a subspecies thing or what.
I think it's maybe the different ones that delineate with the different type of eyes and or heads slightly.
Maybe.
One thing I thought was kind of weird is they all have two arms, 2 legs, and 5 fingers. Why? That seemed very unimaginative as far as species delineation goes, you know? Well, this place is a frozen wasteland here. I don't see anything terribly interesting here, so you know what? I'm going to take a look at one more curious thing, and then we're out of here and see what else I can see in the system before I bolt. Supposedly they found a black hole for me someplace, but I haven't been able to find it lately. Okay, well.
Storm clearing.
Oh, it's over here. Oh, have you also noticed that when you fly, whatever weather you're in, does
continues until you stop?
No, it stops as soon as you get in your ship and start flying.
Oh.
So it's like you could be flying around through rain. Oh, there's a pad over here. Oh, and another transmission tower. Oh my god, grass! Wait a minute. This is my first actual green grass. Can you believe it? In a snowy tundra environment. This is the actual first green grass I've seen in the game. Oh, hello. What is... Oh, wow. That's,
Oh, wow.
That's pretty big.
Sakari and Kiara?
Oh, he's a calm herbivore, thank goodness. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay, what the heck is that? You seeing this?
Yeah. I've seen that kind of head, this like plant-like thing with a proboscis in the middle of it. I've seen that head on some quadrupeds before. It is kind of weird.
Oh, hello. Oh, hey, I think I found that fly head on that creature that was attacking you before, but now it's on a dog thing.
I've seen that head on other things as well, yeah.
But everything's procedurally generated and completely random.
It is, but there's only so many tools in the tool shed, you know?
That's just it. There's only so many tools in the box. Okay, well, other than this place being incredibly cold, I don't really think it has a lot to offer, so let's go...
Oh, I found some squids. Have I got you already? Yeah, I got them already.
Space squids?
No, just regular squids. It was actually very much like Minecraft, because there was this pool that was empty, and then I walked and turned around, and then when I turned around, like a bunch of squid things spawned. So it was pretty much exactly like Minecraft.
Okay, to infinity and beyond! Waiting to say that.
Ow.
Yeah, I know it was painful.
No, I fell down.
That too. Okay, so... Whoop. That one I've already discovered. Who else is out and about? Okay. Already discovered that. Already discovered that. Oh, this one has not been discovered, so let's go check this one out. Wow, Zitaruba. I'm going to a planet called Zitaruba.
Oh. I found a trade terminal in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, this is also 2 minutes away, so probably going to run into baddies.
You know you can waypoint structures, right?
You can what?
You can waypoint structures on the
No,
planet.
I kind of wish I knew how to, and there are many occasions of which that would be terribly helpful to me.
If you scan them, stuff that doesn't get identified gets a tiny little black and white circle on it that
Oh, yeah,
lets
like
that helps you navigate back to it.
Oh, yeah, but you can't give it a name or anything, or a distance.
No, you can't give it a
Oh,
name.
okay. See, that's what I want.
Well, yes.
A little dot doesn't tell me anything, because I'll scan 20 buildings and I'll have 20 dots. That doesn't help. Wow, no space pirates yet. Maybe they're going to keep to themselves after the licking they got last time. Yeah, I definitely want to get that beam with the tracking, because man, I was destroying those guys. I mean, three turns tops, and all of them were toast, all 10. In fact, what was really fun, they actually came in a really tight group when they came out of warp in front of me, and I just laid down fire with those little tracking balls, and they hit like all 5 ships at once were taking damage. It was beautiful. Kind of wish I'd start recording some of this off camera. Up. Spoke too soon. Okay, I'm gonna hit orbit though. Well, I don't know if they're gonna engage me. I'm already heading down. Zitaruba. Star System Clearasil. Okay, now this one's green. Maybe it'll be grass once I land. Oh, wow, look at this. They got Cheerios. They've got giant space Cheerios. Look at that. Floating rocks with holes in them. Oh, and apparently giant mountains of gold. Well, I wanted green. Game gave me green. So, this one's got waters and coastlines and things before, but certainly not as bad as the other one. This one definitely has a lot of land masses to it. Okay, yeah, there's a couple huts there. Oh, wait, I think there's a building up over here. Is it a pad? Anything? Maybe? I think it's an observatory. Oh, soon as I land, incoming storm. Okay, extreme acidity. Sentinel's average, floor abundance on occasional. Great, so welcome to Toxic Rain Planet. Okay, let's get in out of the rain here. There's the door. Oh, this one's got flying things. Oh, look at that. Intergalactic space worms. Ooh, it's kind of creepy. I had one other planet that had similar flying things, but not quite as gross as that. Oh, great. Brain tissue experiment. Yeah, these always end badly.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, usually you get something good and you take a little damage, and usually there's something in the room that heals you, so it doesn't really matter.
Just conceptually. Oh, actually, I think I've had this one before.
Hey, I've already had this brain experiment.
Owie. Oh, apparently I got a tip.